morning. Happy Saturday, everyone. Hi. How are we feeling today? That's much better. How are we feeling? Thank you, Mumsy. I appreciate that. It's an interesting day, that's for sure. I don't know if you guys have had any weird dreams or anything lately, but I definitely have. Last night was a little bit of a doozy. Good. I'm glad. You see Rafi's over there. You can't see him, but he's right there. Hold on. Let me tighten this. There we go. Excuse me, guys. Give me a second. Thank you. Good morning, Sam. Hi. Make sure you guys share this. I'm feeling very much in my vibes this morning. However, I feel like, again, there's this energy that is just trying to get to me. It's not working, because however could it? But I had a weird ass dream last night. I had a dream that I was back in my old neighborhood. Good morning, Stacy. And then I had a dream that in that dream I was like driving around and there were all these cars blocking me, and I kept hitting all these cars, and they were looking for me. Like everyone was looking for me because they wanted to figure out where I was so that I could get in trouble or arrested, whatever. And then I had a dream that like I was in this building, and apparently Rafi jumped out the window, and I was just looking for him everywhere. And then somebody was like, "Oh yeah, he's long gone. He got hit by a car." And I just started bawling. And I've spoken to you guys before. There's been a lot of questions about dreams, and what I've told you guys is that a lot of times dreams come through in an intense way to help you remember it. But I don't think that's what this was. I think this was meddling. And I'm realizing now that there are ways to meddle with one's dreams. I mean, I guess that's the importance of dream catchers and all this other stuff, right? To take a message that you're going to get in a dream and distort it. So it's almost like there are two influences in one dream, or in every dream you have, right? If you're not careful about it. So I recommend for you guys sleeping with a glass of water next to you, as close to your head as possible when you're going to bed, especially if you're having these kinds of intense dreams. Dream catchers on their own don't work unless you bless them. So just pray over them and ask for them to protect you while you're sleeping, right? But with that being said, I want to kind of lift us up this Saturday morning, because I think what is most valuable about what it is that I do is the opportunity to frequency match to where I am. And like I always say, getting lost and thrown off your spotlight. Yes. Getting thrown off your spotlight, getting thrown off your inner truth, your I am truth. The whole point of that is to learn how to come back on. And that's what we're going to do together today. We're going to come back onto our spotlight. So if you're interested in a reading, please share. Okay, Rafi's watching over us. Not only Raphael, but Archangel Raphael is watching over us over here. And if you share and I feel guided to you, then you'll get a reading. If you want a more guaranteed reading, donate whatever you feel resonant with. And with that being said, let's go ahead and begin. Guides, angels, ancestors, Sophia Dragon Tribe, Mother Sophia, God, thank you. Archangels, ancestors of love and light only, shield us so that we may be able to channel in divine heavenly information, things that are going to help us feel empowered and give us whatever tools, information, guidance we need to continue moving forward divinely. Thank you for using me as a channel. Archangel Michael, please protect against any distorting energies and or intentions. Escort those energies to a place of evolution or dissolution now, because they are foaming at the mouth. And we don't need any influence at this time. Archangel Michael, be with us strong. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Yeah. I'm here to remind us of what's possible, because I feel like a lot of people, there's this funny thing that I've been getting about people not really being able to admit or able to really be present with the fact that they don't feel good, right? Because we're taught so often that it's about our perspective, right? But your perspective is still a little negative, and you're still feeling negatively. You're just trying to convince yourself you're not, right? It's okay to admit that you're feeling funky. That's literally you admitting, or you having the awareness that you're not in your divine spotlight. You're not feeling the strength and the truth of your I am, right? But that is just an indication that you just need to stand in your light, right? Or need to find your spotlight again, need to align yourself again to get back to your um, mission, get focused again. Hi, Terry. Let's see. I kind of want to pull maybe 2 or 3 cards for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, like I've been telling for the past couple of days, right? There's this there's this importance, a very strong importance around your stability. But when I say that, I mean the routines that you have in place to keep you in tune to your truth. Do you guys ever feel really good in the morning, like whatever, and then all of a sudden you're around people and then you feel shitty, right? These are things you do, meditate, journal, whatever, that keep you aligned, that keep you in alignment and in step with your divinity so that you don't get confused or lost. Right now, you guys are letting things hit you and you're not doing the shit, you're not meditating. Okay, if you're leaning on me, which I go live a lot, I'm not gonna lie. And listen, I'm not judging you, but if you're leaning on me and other people to keep yourselves aligned, oh yes, the birds are my protectors right now. You're gonna find yourself stressed. You're gonna find yourself um, codependent. When in reality, I'm here to serve you, to let you know that you can get a whole lot farther on your own if you do a little digging on your own. There's nothing that's more important. I don't care, not even your kids. Because here's the thing. If you look at your priority list, your connection, your divinity, your light, your alignment is so much more important than anything. Because how are you going to show up as a parent? How are you going to show up as a wife, a husband? How are you going to show up as a sister or brother in the best way possible if you're lost in the sauce? That has to come first. That has to be prioritized over work, over everything. So I recommend now, Spirit is saying things are going to get a lot more wonkier and crazier with this retrograde. So make sure that you're doing whatever you can to be reflective. Writing, they're showing you big time writing, journaling. Even if you don't want to write or journal, take a video. There's a little girl with the jersey that says 11 on it. Okay, that's a confirmation. Um, Even if you want to take your phone out and just record a video. Okay, listen, we're not here to be the ones that are your window, your window into all of this shit. We are here to inspire you forward. People like us, light showers, way workers, whatever, way showers, light workers, angels on earth, whatever you want to call us, empaths, right? People that show up to deliver these messages. It's not for the sake anymore, like before in the back in the past, like in the 1900s, and not before that, because anyway, in the 1900s forward up until like the 90s, you know what I mean, we were seen as like a party trick, someone you could go to see your future, ooh ah, right? But before that, we were respected, we were taken care of, we were honored because of what we the grounding, the connection that we inspire and encourage with everyday people, right? And that's what it's going back to. Okay, guides, angels, ancestors, thank you so much. What other cards do we have for the collective? And then we'll move on to some individual mini readings. And if you're interested in that, just make sure you share. That's all I ask for in exchange. And there must be some kind of energy exchange. Otherwise, the divine will not honor. So many of you need to see it and prove it to yourself. right? Because you need to prove to yourself that you are stars. You need to prove to yourself that there is something special about you, that you do come from above, that there's something that you're meant to do here. And me telling it to you 1,000 times is not going to do shit for you. We have faith, the future is bright. Dreams come true, positive changes that bring an end to challenging times, the light at the end of the tunnel. What if you are the light at the end of the tunnel for everybody in your life? Have you thought about that? Because we have the illusion of entrapment, right? We need you to, the divine is saying, we need you. Ooh, okay. They're saying we need you to step out of these illusions by, your stability, everything that you do in your day-to-day life to keep you growing this momentum of knowing who you are so that you could be the star that you are, because there's a lot of stuff coming into play and we need more people on the team. We need more souls activated at this time. And you guys are taking your sweet ass time dragging your feet. Stacy, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Thank you, Stacy. And I haven't forgotten about your message. You were messaging me while I was driving from Ohio to Indiana. So, and then I got there and I got tired. But I haven't forgotten about your messages. You don't need to do everything at once. You don't need to do everything at once. But what you do need is to start taking steps. Listen, the divine is very clear. I'm just going to leave it there, okay? Because you guys got it, I'm not worried about it, okay? So if you shared this, make sure that you let me know so that I can see who I resonate with. And we got a golf cart driving by. You guys are going to see. And Stacy, it doesn't even necessarily mean that you need to put yourself out there right away, but you're not doing what you need to do to build up this momentum. It's like everything that you've been doing has been good up until a certain point. Then the divine is like, all right, everything's heating up in the kitchen. Move up, move up, move along. Come on, quick, quick. And it's not a rush. It's more of a impulse, right? The impulse is stronger. The impulse is stronger to do more, to put a little bit more effort in. Okay, but again, I digress. I think I made my point clear. Okay, but welcome to those of you guys that are just stepping in. Okay, Sam, we have listened to your intuition and pay attention to the signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry, let go of your fears. Revelation that will make everything clear. Okay, I feel like I just cast a spell with that, even reading that out loud. Um, there's something that is so close to the surface for you to realize, and this is an epiphany, this is a realization, and it has to do with family ties. It has to do with your relationships. There's a whole lot of things that are trying to be illuminated for you, but you're so in the victim frequency, and I don't know why. It's almost like you experienced something really harsh. Oh, we talked about this yesterday, didn't we? Was it you who had a loss? Because I'm seeing that there's something about this loss in reality that the grief is not going to go away. That's not something that um, is just going to magically disappear on its own or immediately. But that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is you're taking the grief to a whole other level, or the confusion to a whole other level, the love of your life, yes. But there's something in this for you. There's something that you're meant to be receiving and picking up. There's something that you knew before you even came into this life that this loss was going to teach you. And the longer you keep yourself from learning it, the longer you want to be blind to it, because it feels like it's a subconscious block, right? And it feels like you subconsciously don't want to go there. You are you're nesting in this pain right now, and spirit is just giving you an option. And they're saying, hi Ashley, they're saying you have an option, you have a choice. You can either live in this pain and nest in this pain for a while and learn this later, or you can take advantage of all the intense energy and be able to receive everything that's being offered now. Hi, Ashley. Is it me, or did anybody else wake up feeling a little wonky today? I know it's hard. I didn't say it would be easy, but there's something about prayer and everything that I said in the beginning of this reading, meditation, journaling, that's going to take you that extra step. But it feels like you are quite, and I know it sounds weird, messed up, but it feels like you're quite comfortable in this pain. Don't apologize, Terry. It's okay. Listen, I do this, and I know what I'm doing when I do this. Okay. Uh, but I just want to know if anybody else is feeling the same thing. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the vibe right now. Uh, I was blessed with the last live we did yesterday, and I used that money to fill up my gas tank so I could drive to Indiana, which pretty much took up my entire gas tank. But I'm grateful because Indiana is so beautiful. I love it here. Mm. Let's see what Kristen. Right. It's this retrograde coming in full swing, right? But I kind of get irritated when everybody wants to talk about a retrograde like it's the worst thing in the world, right? Spirit is saying here, it's so funny because this card came out. Spirit is actually saying like focusing on the negative. They're saying like this retrograde is coming to fucking like power wash the shit out of the stuff that we are so clinging to, right? Take advantage of this energy. The retrograde is to be used as an advantage too, right? There's a need for the high waves and the storms and the winds and the sea, right? There's a need for all types of different conditions. It's important, right? But we tend to be in this like ego of astrology where we're like astrology. I'm dead. Astrology where we're like, well, retrogrades, damn, like this is just the time where, just be careful, it's retrograde, hold on tight, ha ha ha, right? But it's like, um, yes, it's retrograde, right? This is a time where it's like shaking things up. This is a time where shit is getting like, like a storm, right? If it drizzles every time it's supposed to rain, we're not gonna bring life to anything. We're not gonna have any water. Sometimes we need that downpour. And I think it's about being able to see that even in this time there's something to be gained, there's something to be received, there's something to be earned that is not as easily earned in other times, right? There's a flow to this, right? And our ancestors knew how to dance with the stars, they knew how to move with all the transits and everything, they understood what everything was offering, and they were able to get there. And I'm talking about all ancestors from every place because they all had a connection to astrology. I keep wanting to say astrology, and I feel like my guys are dead laughing. Like, I feel like they're doing it. I still have no idea over the last messages you gave me, to be honest. I watched it a few times. Retro, we can't talk and tech being a pain, and that's life. Let's see. Let's see, Ashley. Guides, angels, ancestors, ascended masters. Beings of love, beings of love and light. What does Ashley need to hear today? Thank you so much. Ooh, okay. Yeah, there's something about when you're stagnant, Ashley, and this might make the last message make sense. When you're stagnant, you tend to like lean into relationships and things, and it can be a little bit weird. Okay. Thank you, Kristen. Um, you tend to lean into things that you're not like, it's not really like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. It's relationships and things. It's like stagnancy does not suit you well. How about that, Ashley? You're somebody who's constantly, I wouldn't be surprised if you're somebody who's constantly wanting to move around furniture or changing things around, like changing the background on your phone and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? You do not do well with nesting. You do not do well with stagnation. And what that does is that brings out a side of you in your relationships. I think if I remember correctly, it was like something about you and like a younger person. But what I'm getting now is like um, you're moving things along, and therefore that's not valid. But there's something about, and it might even be like they want you to think about somebody from your past. Oh, okay. So then perhaps, okay, so then perhaps justice, three of, okay. So then perhaps what's really going on, Ashley, is that um, you're receiving messages for people around you, and Spirit is saying, you're wanting this, you got it, now deliver it, please. Okay? Yep, Chariot, go ahead with that. Okay, the world is going to open up for you. People are going to show you that they can receive you in that way. You see, if I've noticed this, right? If a lot of times, and this happened to me in the past, if I'm feeling reluctant to deliver a message or to give some kind of communication that the divine wants me to give, thank you, Kristen. Um, they're going to bring it to you in so many ways until it's like, damn. There's what's the message that you're wanting Kristen to deliver today? What is the message that you're wanting Kristen to deliver, or that you? And it's not like they're trying to force you to deliver it. It's like it's natural. It's coming through. It's almost like an impulse. It's almost like when your parents, when you're younger, go to you and say, "Hey, do you have to use the bathroom? Like we're here. We're at the bathroom. Do you need to go?" Right? But now as adults, we don't need to be told to go to the bathroom. We know. Yeah. Do what you love. Recognition of the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors, being paid well for your craft, working well with others, an excellent reputation. There's some sort of like channeling guidance and things that are wanting to come through you, but in order for it to come through you, you need to practice it. There needs to be a level of you like getting the impulse, speaking it out, like having that cycle. Um, and I don't think you have an issue delivering messages, but I feel like it's a higher level now. It's something more. You're able to tap into other things, and so maybe some of the messages are a little more out there, and you're a little more filtering them. But it feels like there's something important about. And think about your friend. I know, Raf. I know, I know, I know. You want to say hi? I know. Okay. I know. I, I know. Enough. Okay. Okay. All right. You made your point. You can't go. I'm sorry. She's been struggling with family stuff and was in phone when you were online before. Okay, we'll support her more. She has to phone me. I don't have her number. Long story. Okay. Okay, but you're gonna get that opportunity. But it's not just her. They're saying like there's a whole lot of people around you that you have been you have a soul contract with, that you were meant to activate them or to bring some knowledge and some wisdom to them and to align them. And in return, they were supposed to give you a level of confidence that would allow you to start something. Yeah. And yeah, I have to get something from my car. So give me a second, guys. And make sure you shared this if you haven't shared this already. And I'm very grateful for you that have. Um, yeah, I'll be back. I'm going to get him some water and me a cigarette. Just be patient, guys. I think baby daddy I was helping before, and one other friend, but I think she's pissed as preg, and she wants to be. And thanks so much for clearing that up. And spirit, yeah, of course. Listen, I am not perfect, and I don't claim to be. Right? I think you guys can feel my spirit. You can feel my desire to be of service. You can feel all of these things, right? Um, and if you don't, then you don't. But that's I know that I'm authentic in the way that I'm showing up, especially as of late, right? I'm not letting other things get in the way. I'm doing what I'm sent here to do, right? And with that, you can feel that. But that doesn't mean I'm perfect. That doesn't mean that I'm always interpreting messages exactly the way that they're supposed to be delivered. I think I'm pretty damn good at it. You know what I mean? That's you know, I have that's a confidence that I built up through experience. But um, there are times where I'm not 100% getting it right. Sometimes it's really weird messages, off the wall things that are hard to translate and end up coming out a different way. Right? That's okay. I want to see what we have for Kristen. Yes. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: meditation is gonna feel a little weird and off because disconnecting from our thoughts is not natural. Survival makes us think that our thoughts are everything. Our thoughts are the only thing that are keeping us from literally death. What does Kristen need to hear? Guides, angels, ancestors, ascended masters. Thank you, Kristen. I feel like you've gotten to a point now where you're strong enough, and this stuff about your family has been coming up where you're going to be tested to see if you're able to stand your ground. We have stand up for yourself and your beliefs, have confidence, challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. It means not every battle, not every fight, right? Needs to. I'm something about it. Do you have any Libras, prominent Libras that you have issues with in your family? Mm-hmm. Or is there some kind of court case or some kind of like settling of business that needs to occur? Because I feel like you're coming to them with your heart energy. You're like, yeah, I'm good. you know. Um, I love you guys. Or it's so funny when this happens. I could be one way, and then all of a sudden I just feel this intense love for you, right? For all of you, but specifically for Kristen. So that is my first indication that there's a spirit, right? But I'm not setting the intention to connect with spirits right now, just the heavenly realms. And if any messages need to be communicated, they'll be communicated through the heavenly realms. So, like a middleman that makes sure that what is important is going to be communicated. Um, it's just a love, right? There's this deep love, and it's this love about your. Um, and this is a female coming through. Um, by any chance, and I know this is a little bit dark and a little bit deep, but by any chance, have you ever had like a miscarriage or um, lost a child, a female, or was there like a sister or something like a young female child? I know you. I know that. Huh. There's something about like a somebody in spirit, and I don't know if you're heavily connected to them in life, but they have a lot of love for you. And believe it or not, this happens a lot more than we think. We have ancestors from far, far, far back that take a liking to us, that are in the light and feel resonant with us. They feel like they know us because they've been with us, but we haven't been necessarily aware of them. And she's gonna come through more and more. That's why they want you to meditate, because they want you to feel these connections yourself. They don't want it to come through someone else. They want you to feel it so that you can feel validated by it. And then if it comes through someone else, then it further validates it. But there's something about you really healing through this. There's someone here that's trying to help you because there's something about your heart. The healing that you're bringing to yourself is like a ripple effect that's going to take over your whole family. For me, it was my grandmother. I never got to meet her, but she comes through all the time. They say that there's something about you, your speaking, the way you speak now, it literally inspires transformation. Don't underestimate yourself. Make sure that you meditate. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ashley. Um, Make sure that you meditate, Kristen, before you go and journal and get in your strength and even if you have to do affirmations like I am powerful, I am this, I am that. Whatever you got to do before you go tomorrow, because there's something about you being in your strength, in your light when you go into there that's going to literally like cause a ripple effect, and it's not going to feel pretty in the moment, but it's you're going to see how everything unfolds. It's the little conversations that you're going to have with people. You're going to realize that they're all in crisis, they're all drowning, and you're on an island right now, and you're giving them the opportunity to find a way to the island. You're learning how to channel. You've been channeling your whole life. Welcome to the game. Now you're learning how to be conscious of it. Now you're learning how to do it the way you're meant to do it. Okay. Yes. They want you to journal, and they're saying you can channel messages about what it is that you're going to be doing and communicating tomorrow. But it's like you're going to have little messages here and there. You're going to realize very quickly, like I said, they're all drowning, and you are giving them directions on how to find land. And because of that, it's like you become you're given a respect that you've always wanted, but it's like you're still keeping them at a distance. Don't get me wrong; they're not going to stay. They're not going to stay forever. In fact, it's more of like a passing ships kind of thing, you know? For those of you guys that are waiting for a reading, Kristen donated. So if you're wanting an extended reading like this, donate whatever you feel you right about, whatever you feel right about. And that is what's going to get you sort of an extended reading like this. If you shared this, subscribed, whatever, just be patient. And if I feel drawn to you, I will get to you. Okay? There's not that many people in here, so likely I will get to you. And I'm grateful for those of you guys that are here with me this Saturday morning. What did I say? You're directing them towards land. Okay, there's something about it's okay. Here's the thing: everybody else, and this is for everyone, but especially for you, Kristen, but for everyone as well. Everybody who's not in some sort of awareness space right now is fucking drowning. Okay, they may not show it, and that's what I was getting in the beginning when I was saying like, you know, putting on a face and like being like everything is fine. You can feel it. Okay, you can feel it. They might even play it cool and whatever and act like whatever. They're laughing, they're smiling, whatever. But inside, they're fucking drowning. They're suffering. Okay, because they don't understand that the awareness is being pushed to the surface, and they keep doing everything in their power to push it back down. And what is happening with you and people like us that are in our awareness, and on some level, we have a conscious awareness about energy and spirit and all this other stuff. We are being invited into like we get to be the judgment. We get to be the judgment. We get to balance the scales, right? We are living channels walking around exacting justice wherever we go with the little things we're saying, even if we're not conscious of why we're saying it. Okay, so live in that power. That's why they want us to meditate and not get lost like everybody else. We don't have to drown like them because we know that there's land. We know that the water is only knee high. Okay, we don't need to be dramatic and sit here and be like, blah, 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 I'm drowning. Oh my God, help me. Right? That's not us anymore. That used to be us. Okay, but now we've grown 6 or 7 feet tall, and we can stand. Pay attention to those around you. Spirit is saying this message is very valid. Pay attention to those around you right now. It's not a game, but it's fun. You know what I mean? It's not fun to watch other people suffer. Okay? It's not fun to watch people go through their shit, but it is fun to not be in that place anymore and to have the power to influence, right? And it's not our business what people do with that. No, there's no questions being asked for free readings. If you want a question being asked, donate. The information is in the description box. Okay, if you want a free reading, it's whatever spirit wants to deliver. Okay, but thank you for subscribing. And I will get you a reading. I will get to you with the reading, but it's not going to be answering your question. Again, if you want your question answered, you got to donate. Whatever you feel is right. Time to take action. Give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. Abundance and prosperity. There's something about all of this that's going to catapult you into your confidence, that's going to put you out there. You're meant to, a lot of you guys that are coming to me are meant to be healers as well. Okay? Or not meant to. There's a very strong pull and there's a very strong potential for you in that field. Okay? So there's a reason for that. It's in you too, right? And I can't wait to see you. Explore that. Okay, God bless you, Kristen, and thank you for your donation. Thank you for always supporting. Thank you for always showing love. It's not gone unnoticed. Thank you. Okay. Oh, good morning, Danny. How is Puerto Rico? How you doing over there on my island? Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, I think, are you still here, Terry? Terry T, are you still here? Oh, you're so welcome, darling. You're so welcome. Okay, no apologies. Don't apologize to me, Terry. This is the second time you apologize to me. Come on, dude. Come on. Don't stop. Like, what is this? I'm not trying to shame you for even apologizing. And don't apologize for apologizing. Okay? Yes, good. Um, why are you apologizing for the space you take up? Why? Does it make you feel better? Does it make you feel more received to apologize? I used to do that. Why are you apologizing? Don't apologize anymore. No more apologies, okay? Spirit is saying no more apologies. Okay? Unless you're really, really wrong and you do something really foul, keep the apologies to a minimum, okay? Because those of us that don't need to apologize the fucking most. Let's see. What does Terry have? 1 or 2 cards, Spirit. Mini message for Terry. Keep it short and sweet. Thank you. We're so very blessed connecting to Terry's guides, angels, and ancestors, and allow them to dictate the messages, as they are the ones walking with her, and they deserve to be heard. Terry, you're in a place of stagnation right now. We have make a choice, stop procrastinating or overanalyzing, get clarity on what you desire, and move forward. Too many options, addictions. Listen, the meditation, the journaling is just as important for you as it is for everybody else, because right now, and like I was saying, for those of you guys, I'm not going to take credit for this because this is Queen Cup, but I definitely resonate with it, right? When you're in lack of balance, your fear, your paranoia, your insecurity, your lack of belief in yourself, all yield different options of paths to take. And then your inner voice, which is the true path, is another voice. So it makes you feel like I have all of these things and all of these ways to go, and I don't know which way to go, right? That's why meditation, journaling, getting clear, and removing and releasing and clearing is the most important thing for you right now, because that's what's going to help you understand which way to move forward, because right now you ain't doing nothing, okay? Reading, please. My name is Brooke Ebony. How about hello and welcome? But how about hello? How are you? Happy Saturday. Thank you. Okay, I shared. Yeah, you have to share. Okay, but I do not resonate with the slave frequency. Okay, I think people are coming over here and we might be barked at. Rafi might bark at them. Yeah. Rafi, be nice. Stop it. Hey, hey. Be nice. Sorry, guys. Okay, hi. Thank you, Ebony, for that. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. I don't resonate with the slave frequency. Rafi, please. Thank you for alerting me. I don't resonate with the slave frequency. So, and this is not just against you. This is for all of you guys to be able to understand how to empower yourselves. Okay, just because I do this doesn't mean I sit here and I live to give messages. I live to work for the divine. I don't work for you, I work for the divine. Okay, I do messages for the divine. So if you're willing to do a clear energy exchange, share, be a part of this vibe that we have going here, then I'm happy to submit and to contribute and to be a channel for you. But I don't live for you. I don't live to work for you. Okay? Rafi. Hey, 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 hey. Rafi! Chill out, my friend. Chill out. Relax. Okay? Relax. You're doing too much. Relax, okay? Sit. Stay. Stay. You're doing too much. And Rafi got to go to 2 different parks today. My problem is self-doubt and insecurity, but where does that come from? Right? Where does that come from? You have to ask yourself, these are questions. This time is a time for you to shed yourself of those things that keep you from doing the things you want to do. Right? Empowering yourself. Understanding why. Where does that it's coming from trauma, I can tell you that. He's doing okay, yeah. He's actually doing a lot better than I thought. You know, in the beginning, he was very stressed out of being in the car a lot, you know, but I take him to like 4 or 5 parks a day, and he goes on very long walks, and he's very spoiled in that way, you know, but I think that he's also very vocal, and I think he's also just an anxious dog, right? I think his breed is a very anxious breed. So I think he's very anxious of anyone. He's very friendly with people, but I think he feels like he has to bark and vocalize to everyone. And I'm getting used to having patience with that. You know, he's my greatest teacher of patience, that's for sure. Patience and tranquility, right? You see, Terry, there's a lot of things that are waiting to come in for you, but you're keeping them out, right? The universe doesn't bless us because she's insecure. She doesn't know, okay, let's just do all this stuff for her so that she can like see it, right? The universe doesn't work that way. Jen, hi. Oh, thank you. How are you, my love? I always light up when you come into the room because I know your authenticity. I know that you resonate. All the messages that I've been giving today, I feel like you understand if you've been listening so far or if you just came in now. It's a lot about we don't have to drown in this retrograde. Other people are drowning, right? We actually have land. Oh, no. And you know, there's a message I was afraid to give. COVID is interesting, but I got a message from Spirit a couple days ago where they were saying there's something with HIV where HIV is going to be a lot more contagious. So just be careful out there, guys. You know, stay protected. There's something like of a new strand or something like that. It's wild. Or like even the energy is just making it easy for things to be contracted. So that could be why a lot of people are getting COVID now too. But I hope you feel better, Jen. Guides, angels, ancestors, thank you so much. It's not to put you guys in fear. It's not about fear, okay? I'm sure if you would tune into Jen's energy right now, you would know that she's not in fear right now. Fear is a mask emotion, right? It's something that comes on top of something else. Yeah. I definitely feel like there are people that are wanting to come into your life. And this is for Terry. There are people that are wanting to come into your life. And you gotta just let it. You gotta let it come in. You gotta be patient. You gotta let yourself receive, because there's people that are designed and meant to come in, and you are meant to have a mutually beneficial exchange, right? But it feels like you are so wrapped up in your insecurity and all this. You're in survival mode. Okay, you're constantly worried about backlash and all these other things, and um, being hurt and all this other shit. You know what I mean? That you don't even give yourself the opportunity to try things. And Spirit is saying, we need you to believe in yourself first. We need you to start at least taking actions in that way, meditating, journaling, doing whatever you can to figure out where this is coming from, so that you could begin the path of walking out of it. Because this energy in this retrograde, and my nose always gets itchy when I'm right on the nose. This retrograde is going to be very hard for you to deal with if you are not on some sort of path of awareness. Okay, it's just the way it is right now. Jen, I'm holding space for a quick recovery for you. Survival mode is coming and going. Ball of emotions yesterday, releasing a lot. I have a spirit buffalo Indian that has come forward. Oh my God, that's so beautiful, Jen. That's so beautiful. Ball of emotion yesterday, releasing a lot. That's beautiful. This retrograde is going to yield a lot for you. Retrogrades are some of the most glorious times for us, okay? You're so welcome. I'm feeling complete, and in some ways I'm feeling very drained. So I'm going to take my leave now. But God bless you guys, and I'm looking forward to the next time I go live, and catching me in the next spot I go live in. Okay? God bless you.